Welcome to our next video in the series. I'm one of the lucky ones in life. I say that because after a successful career in public service, I'm blessed to have found my post-career calling in life, writing and publishing books, and mentoring fellow veterans. Writing might not be your cup of tea. However, the lesson here is to find your niche, also referred to as a niche. Finding your calling and purpose in life represents the meaning of life and will make you whole in life. When I was a cadet at Valley Forge Military Academy, there was another cadet in my class. He was a battalion commander, some kind of big shot, Tom Baelish. Tom's whole family had gone to Valley Forge, his aunt, his uncles, his grandfather, dad, all that. So anyway, Tom was kind of a big shot there, and he was editor of the school newspaper. So I was writing little essays about my experience at Valley Forge, and he got wind of it, and he said, "Hey, I want some of that for the newspaper." And okay, I submitted one, and then next month he asked me again, "Hey, I need something for the paper. I need something for the paper. Hurry up." So that kind of got me writing a little bit of short stories about my experience as a cadet at the military school. Okay, so through my career, I've been doing a lot of writing of operations orders, awards, administrations, and plans. I was a chief planner for a division. So I did a lot of the written word throughout my life, but I didn't really do a lot of commercial stuff. So I got into publishing. My first book was my master's thesis in American history. And I already had done the research. So once I met the Written by Veterans, Cal State San Bernardino, Andreas Kosak, they all got me started. And I was able to get that first book published. Then I went on and did combat essays, which I pretty much edited that one myself. I learned from the first book, and that chronicled my unit's actions in Iraq, what we did, and it was in the form of essays and letters written home. That was very well received and actually won an award with the Veteran Administration, first place for creative writing. So I got kind of lucky on that one. So I've published a bunch of books written by veterans. It's helped me immensely. And the rest is kind of history, So I started out with my history book, and that is the American history, a veteran's perspective. Okay, and I got my feet wet. I went on to do my children's golf book, which is a best-selling book in golf coaching. Until this day, it still sells. And I have a sequel to that, Driving Range 101. Golf Course 101, and Advanced Golf Techniques. And the Leadership book series is out there. And then I created a how-to series. From writing all these books, I kept notes. And those notes turned into a book series on how to write and get published on Amazon. And those three books. And they're very formative for somebody who just wants to get their feet wet in the writing world. So my writing career has kind of come full circle, and I created two children's books. I'll pull these out for you. Claire the Magical Dog. And Claire the Magical Dog is based on my little Shih Tzu dogs. I have two of them, okay? And I love them to death, but they're crazy little Shih Tzu dog. And the two boys in this one are my grandsons, and my whole family is actually in this one. And then this baby golf book, that's my son when he was a baby. So I have a series of these books. The third one's being illustrated. I have 5 in the can for this year, and I've written 51 of these stories. So from combat to history to how to write, I got some self-help books to kids' books. My writing has come full circle from those days at Valley Forge with Tom Baelish saying, we're some for the paper. Anyway, thank you, Tom. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed our discussion, and I hope and pray that each and every one of you also find your purpose in life. We'll see you next time. God bless.